Lewis Hamilton once again became the centre of attention in the Formula One world after delivering an impressive performance with Ferrari during the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. However, what surprised many people was not just his pace, which outperformed several of his rivals, but also the growing indication that Hamilton may have discovered something Ferrari had been searching for in the SF26 all along. Behind Ferrari's dominance throughout the free practice sessions, several signs pointed to a major breakthrough that could potentially reshape the direction of the 2026 season. Is this simply a result of the Monaco circuit's characteristics perfectly suiting Ferrari? Or could it be the beginning of Lewis Hamilton's major resurgence in this year's Formula One World Championship battle? Let's discuss. Ferrari arrived in Monaco with relatively high expectations, but few anticipated that they would immediately dominate the practice sessions. Lewis Hamilton finished FP2 in first place, while his teammate Charles Leclerc secured second position. The result gave Ferrari a 1-2 finish on the timesheets and instantly made the Italian team the main topic of discussion throughout the Formula One paddock. However, a deeper look reveals that the real story is not simply Ferrari being fast around Monaco. Instead, the performance appears to highlight something that has been developing behind the scenes at Maranello for months. Since joining Ferrari, Hamilton has not only focused on adapting to his new environment, but has also played an active role in shaping the development direction of the SF26. Several changes requested by the seven-time world champion have gradually been implemented on the car. Over the past few months, Ferrari has steadily adjusted multiple technical aspects based on Hamilton's feedback. The results of that work now seem to be becoming visible in Monaco. Before the race weekend even began, Hamilton admitted that he was finally starting to see tangible results from the efforts made alongside the team. His comments served as an important signal that Ferrari and Hamilton may finally be finding common ground after a lengthy adaptation period that has lasted since the beginning of the season. One of the key factors behind this progress is Hamilton's working relationship with his new race engineer, Carlo Santi. Ferrari restructured parts of its technical organisation to provide greater support for Hamilton, with Santi becoming a central figure in that project. From the very beginning of their partnership, the relationship between the two has developed extremely well. Santi has been directly involved in simulator programs, testing activities, and pre-season preparations. Hamilton even publicly described Carlo Santi as Ferrari's version of Peter Bonington, the race engineer who spent many years as his successful partner at Mercedes. That statement was more than just a compliment. Throughout his career, Hamilton has always relied on a strong relationship with his race engineer to maximise his performance on track. Trust, clear communication, and a shared understanding have consistently been key foundations of his success. Ferrari now appears to have successfully recreated the working environment that has long been one of Hamilton's greatest strengths. The change is also becoming evident in the way Hamilton speaks to the media. Earlier in the season, he frequently discussed potential and adaptation, but now he is beginning to talk about concrete results. Hamilton revealed that his collaboration with Fred Vasseur and Ferrari's engineering team is finally delivering the progress they have been waiting for. Monaco became the first stage where that development was clearly visible on track. The SF26 looked extremely competitive through the slower sections that define the characteristics of the Monte Carlo circuit. Hamilton had previously stated that Monaco was a track better suited to Ferrari's characteristics than several of the circuits visited earlier in the season. That assessment proved to be accurate. On a circuit that heavily rewards traction, stability, and low-speed cornering performance, the SF26 appeared exceptionally strong. The Ferrari looks stable over bumps, highly controlled under braking, and capable of rotating effectively through the slower corners. The balance between the front and rear of the car also appeared significantly improved compared to several previous races. Both Hamilton and Leclerc were able to push from the very beginning of the sessions without spending excessive time dealing with balance-related issues. This was especially important in Monaco, as the circuit is known for being one of the most confidence-dependent tracks on the Formula One calendar. A driver cannot fully unlock a car's potential unless they have complete trust in how it behaves. Interestingly, for the first time this season, Hamilton appeared genuinely comfortable behind the wheel of the Ferrari, He looked composed, aggressive, and capable of maximizing every opportunity available. Many observers believe this was Hamilton's strongest performance since joining Ferrari. Beyond the mechanical aspects, Ferrari is also believed to have benefited from the characteristics of its power unit. Formula One's new generation 2026 engine regulations have created major challenges in energy management. However, Monaco presents a unique opportunity. The circuit features numerous heavy braking zones, allowing hybrid systems to recover large amounts of energy. Some teams have even faced the risk of overcharging their batteries, which can negatively affect turbo response when exiting corners. According to several rival drivers, Ferrari appears to have managed this issue more effectively than its competitors. The characteristics of Ferrari's power unit allow it to maintain performance more consistently when turbo assistance decreases. This small advantage could become a significant differentiating factor on a circuit like Monaco. As a result, many have begun to wonder whether Ferrari's performance is simply due to Monaco perfectly suiting the car's characteristics, or whether the SF26 has finally reached the level of performance the team has been chasing all along. Former Formula One driver Juan Pablo Montoya even suggested that these practice results could represent a crucial psychological breakthrough for Hamilton. After all, Charles Leclerc arrived in Monaco as both a specialist at this circuit and Ferrari's local hero. Yet it was Hamilton who finished the opening day as the fastest driver. If he can maintain that momentum, his influence within Ferrari is certain to grow even stronger. For a driver still building a solid foundation with a new team, momentum is incredibly valuable. What makes the situation even more interesting is Ferrari's confidence in its package. The team chose not to adopt some of the Monaco-specific aerodynamic solutions used by rival teams. Instead, Ferrari believed that the SF26's baseline package was already competitive enough without requiring extreme modifications. That decision now appears to have been the right one. Their results throughout the practice sessions suggest that Ferrari has every reason to be confident in its car. Of course, one day of practice is not enough to determine the outcome of an entire race weekend. Qualifying remains the most important factor in Monaco. Safety cars, incidents, and countless unpredictable variables can still change the course of the race. However, the bigger picture is becoming increasingly clear. After months of talking about potential, Ferrari is finally starting to show tangible evidence that the SF26 is developing in the right direction. Hamilton's relationship with Ferrari continues to strengthen. His collaboration with Carlo Santi is beginning to produce results. The biggest question now is whether Ferrari's outstanding performance in Monaco is merely a temporary phenomenon or a sign that the team has finally unlocked the full potential of the SF26. What do you think? Share your opinion in the comments below.